morning. This is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43, and today we're going to be doing a band workout. So I have two circle bands. So these are just the little Thera band type bands. You can use the thicker bands if you want to, but I like these because they're just easier to get on and off, and they're easier on my hands. You can use the fabric ones that have the, that are thicker with the more elastic if you want them, and they're more of a challenge too. So whichever ones you want to use, you can get those out. But I have two of them because a couple of the exercises you need two bands. But you can also use a weight or weights and a band in the exercises where you use two of them, and they're towards the end of the workout. There is a lot of switching in this, so you'll have to be mindful of that 15 seconds in between exercises, because that's of course where we're going to be doing a lot of the switching. So let's start with our 5-minute warm-up. So get a mat out, because we will be getting on the floor, and of course we always want to have water handy when we do our workout. So make sure that you have all those things handy before you start your warm-up. Good job. Okay, let's go back. Almost there. This first little warm-up. I gotta wake up still. Okay, good job. Okay, so let's go ahead and start these hip circles. So what we're gonna do is we have 8 exercises, and we're gonna do them twice through, and then we're gonna take a minute break, and then we're gonna do them twice through again. So it'll be the same 8 exercises. So you'll know what we're doing when we do them a second time, okay? Good, reach back. Keep that leg back, keep that weight towards the front mostly. This is that 70-30. Let's do an arm swing. Nice high, swing it back. Really warm up those shoulders. Those legs. Let's do a side bend. Good. So I like to do resistance every once in a while, because it really makes you think about your workout, what you're doing. It's not just lifting that weight up and then dropping it back down, because a lot of people like to do that when they're working out. They think it's when you're using weights, you're not thinking so much about what you're doing, but when you're using a band, you really have to think about the resistance that you're using against the band. Let's do curtsies. hips. Okay, so we're gonna close. And let's do a modified jack for this last one. Got it. Okay, let's grab a weight. Okay, so we're gonna, a band, we're gonna put it under the leg, or under the foot, okay? And we're gonna come up into a deadlift. Okay, so we come up, okay, up, and okay, we're gonna bring a knee up, down, and bring the other knee up, down, bring the other knee up, down, bring the other knee up, good, down, and bring it up. A little balance move there, makes you really think about that glute. Maybe I'll show you from the side. If you're really bouncy and you want to try to take that into a tipping bird, you can, but I can't. So I just go down and come up. Okay, so our next one is going to be a standing clam. So I'm going to get inside of this, bring it up to right above my knees, okay? And I'm going to bend the knee, and I'm gonna open up my leg. And again, balancy, I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to something. Of course, if you're balancy, you can just stand there. Otherwise, having that chair handy might be nice, or counter, or a couch, or whatever you need to hold on. And we're just rotating that hip out to the side with that bent leg, okay? And we're tipped over at the hip, just a little bit. See? Tipped over at the hip, igniting. So you're gonna feel it on this opposite side. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and bring it down. Okay, and we're gonna put it on the wrists. I'm gonna get way out here, and we're gonna do a push-up, okay? And we're gonna walk 2 steps. Come down, do a push-up. Now I'm getting on my knees to do my push-up, because I always like to do a decent push-up. Go back, do 2, and make sure those arms are apart when you do that push-up, so that you get that tension on the arms. And when I do a push-up all the way out, just don't go down as far as I want to. Okay, and then our next one is a crossover row. So I'm going to put it on my right foot, hold it with my left arm, and I'm going to row. I'm going to bring it all the way back. Do even a little turn with the body. Little turn. Get it all the way back. Let me read what's next. Okay, then we're going to put it back over both legs. Up above the knee. And we're going to do a little jump squat. If you don't want to jump, you can just do a squat, okay? Get that row back there. There you go. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to put it around both legs. And I'm going to pray this band lasts because it's got a little rip in it. If not, then I'll have to get another band out. Okay, so both legs. Remember, you can just do a squat. Have those legs open. It's going to feel that tension in the hips. And you got to make sure those knees follow the toes. Or you can come down and do a little jump. When you come up. Our little plyo move for the day. You don't have to kill yourself. Just a little jump. Okay, maybe just because I just don't jump that high. Maybe you jump higher. Trust me, I always feel it even when I only jump this high. Later on. Almost there. I'm trying to see what we're doing next. Okay, from here, okay, we're gonna do, this is where we're gonna do hands and feet. Okay, so put it on the top of the feet and the top of the hands. Okay, we're gonna do a bird dog. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Okay, so I've got around my wrists and on the top of my feet, around like where my toes are. And this, if nothing else, is a move in my mind. Because usually, you know, we do this, you know, with no weights. Now, if you don't have two bands, this is where you would use a band, weight in your hands. Just a light weight in your hands. Okay, so now we're going to do dead bug. So it's the same thing, just upside down. Okay, so opposite hand, opposite leg, go out. It's not as hard when you think of it this direction. Almost there. All right. So now for our last one, we're going to do a plank. So we're going to do a side plank. Okay. So side plank. Okay. Going to hold it and we're going to pull up. Do a little row here. Okay, and we're going to do all of this again in a second. Of course, you can do a plank like this. Stack those legs. Whoops. Totally lost balance. Or you can have that knee down. Keep that hip up off the mat. All right, so now we're going to start all over again. So we're going to do the other side. So it's going under and putting it under the toe. So I'm going to do deadlift with the lift. Okay, up and down. And again, if you want to make this into a bird dog, I mean a tipping bird, you can. So if I were here, I could go here and do it like this. If I was holding on to something. But if I'm not, then I can just come down and lift and bring it down. What we're trying to do is we're just trying to get that lower belly by lifting that leg, and you get that resistance on the other side. Okay? All right, so we're going to do the clam. So we're going to put it around both. And so I'm going to do this side. So I'm going to hold on. I'm going to tip over just a little bit, bring that leg up, and I'm going to do the clam. Out to the side, open up. Good. Okay, the next one's going to be the push-up. So we're going to need both, or no, we're going to need the weight on our hands for the next one. All right, so quickly come down. Of course, you could always leave that one on there if you wanted to, but around the wrists. So I'm going to be out in front of my mat here. Okay, so I'm going to walk to, come down, do my push-up. Good. Walk to, come down, do my push-up. 1, 2, good. 1, 2, push up. 1, 2, push up. 1, 2, push up. Almost there. All right, from here, from our push-up, we're going to do our crossover. Okay, so now I'm going to put it left foot, right arm. Okay, I'm going to do our crossover row. Nice and tall. Okay. And we're going to do our jump squat next. So right after this one, I'll put it back right above my knees. And like I said, you can do either a squat with no jump, or you can try to add a little jump in there. You can even just raise your heels up and then try to bring them down quickly. That way you get that little plyo effect. So good for more than just your legs. It also gets your circulatory system and all your organs and even your face. Okay, so we'll do that next. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's wrap that around the legs. And then stand up. And we'll get ready for our squat. And then we're going to come down and we're going to do the bird dog and the dead bug. Okay, so this is what I mean. If you just want to do the hit, and then go down to your squat. Hear that? Hit, and then that way you can get the same benefit from the jump. Good. almost there. All right, so now I'm gonna push this down to above my feet. Okay, and take this to my hands on my wrists. And try to do bird dog. Okay, so here we go. Okay, make sure you bring the knee and the foot back down and the hand back down. Keep the head in alignment with the spine. Relax and get ready for that exercise as I'm panicking, trying to get there in time. And there's plenty of time. You just have to get, it just feels weird, you know, with the band on the hands and the feet. You just have to wrap your head around it or wrap the bands around you. Okay, so here we go. So we're doing dead bug. Okay, here we go. Remember, opposite hand to opposite foot for dead bug. Got to pull back farther with my arm. I kind of like it with the band. Usually we use a weight, you know, or doing a weight, or just our arms and our legs. Usually with a weight in your hand. And you can use a weight in your hand if you don't have a second band. Okay, last exercise is the side plank. Gotta do the other side. Okay, holding it down. I'm going to do this for safety. Okay, and up we go with our row. Maybe I'll try it out here. So I have the crossover feet. They're both on the ground instead of the stacked feet. Still feeling it in the waistline, which is good. Okay, so then after this one, we'll take a little 1-minute break. And then we're going to do it all again. All right. So, a little break. Get a drink of water. Perfect. I'm going to get another band just in case one of my bands breaks. Real quick here. See what other bands I have available. Just get this one just in case. Okay, so how you liking it so far? Good? Okay, well good, because we only have about 10 seconds left and we're going to start with our deadlift, okay? So we're going to stand up, get ready for our deadlift. Okay, so we have our 15-second warning. We're going to get that band under the foot we want to start with. You can start on the same foot. You can start on the foot you started with the first time. It doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. So down and then raise. Now remember, you can do that bird dog, you can do the tipping bird again if you have something to hold on to, or if you're balancing enough to go back and do a bird dog holding onto the band. I am not, so good for you if you can. We're just trying to get that underbelly by lifting that leg up opposite the tension of the deadlift. So let's try to make sure that we're going down flat back. Okay, sticking that tush out and then coming all the way up, lifting up that opposite leg. All right, so we're gonna get both legs in and we're gonna do a clam next. Sorry, I got a ton of shoe. Okay, so up here, we're gonna do our clam tipped over at the hip, knee bent, getting it way out to the side, working that outer thigh and booty. Making sure you're breathing through this. Almost there. Okay, let's go down and do our push-up now. I seem to have gotten way too many things in my way. Let's move these things out of the way for my push-up. There we go. Two steps. And then your push-up. Like I said, I'm going down on my knees. You don't have to. You can just do a regular push-up if you want to. Challenge yourself. Okay, so those past couple times I tried to do regular push-ups. All right, now we're coming up and we're gonna do our crossover. Okay, so I'm gonna start, okay, right foot, left arm. If I was facing you, it'd make sense. Okay, here we go. Now, notice the little roll back, right? Good. Good. Get that little rotation there, getting the waistline and the back here. Good row. We're going to be doing our squat jump next. Okay, bringing the band onto the legs. Try to smooth it out for a sec. We're running out of time. Okay, coming up. Okay, so remember, you can just be doing squat. Keeping the knees over the toes. Or you can be doing squat up, hit. A little too fast there. There we go. Raise the heel, hit down, squat. Or you can be doing that squat jump. All right, so next we're going to be doing, wait, I forgot. Oh, all the way down. Woo. Turn around, bird dog. around the wrists. Okay, bird dog. I will say that this one is a lot more challenging with little bands on. You know, usually you do this one, we do this one in yoga a lot, and I always think how fun it is because it really lengthens your spine and through the glute and arms and shoulders, you know. And we usually tuck the knee in to the elbow. And I always think how pretty and nice it is. And now I'm thinking, oh, that's a wicked one. Okay, dead bug. Did I forget the push-up? No, we did the push-up. Okay, push-up, okay. And then our last one's gonna be the crossover. Plank. Okay, so crossover plank. So, get this off my feet. Hold down, okay? And I'm gonna do this row here. Ooh, I gotta get that shoulder right. Make sure that shoulder is right in alignment with that elbow, okay? If you need to add extra padding under that elbow, when you do this, do that, because nothing's worse than that elbow killing you. And you gotta get it in the right spot so that you're not digging into that shoulder. And don't shrink down into it. You gotta push up. Make sure you're not tippy-turtling into that shoulder. I gotta go all the way out. Rolled over. I tried to look at my phone and lost my balance. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get ready for number one again. And I'm gonna use, I'm gonna try this band. Oh, that shoe down. Oh no, deadlift, deadlift. Okay, under here. This one's like super heavy. I don't know if I can even pull it up. Maybe I'll just use it for this one and then I'll have to abandon shit. It obviously hasn't been used a lot. Probably can't tell, my knees are soft, so they are just a little bit bent. Whew, okay, take that sucker off, because it was killing my hand. Okay, going to the clam. Okay, so here we go. Good. Okay, from here we're going to go to our push-up next. So get ready to sit down and take it off. Last time we're going to do push-up. Tushy is talking to me. All right. Move that out of the way. I gotta grab my other band. Push-ups. Like I said, that one has a little tear in it. Okay, so here we go. Like completely lost my rhythm with doing my hand walks. Okay, so now we're going to do our crossover row. Okay, so I'm going to do the other side now and turn around. Okay, opposite foot, opposite arm. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Rolling back, take it back just a little bit. Good job. We only have a couple more exercises to do, and then we're going to be done. Yay us. Just a short workout today. Maybe we'll have to do a finisher, right? But I'll have to add in real quick. Maybe a little ab workout. Just a quick one. All right, and from here, we're gonna do dead bug and bird dog. Let's flip over. Oh, no, sorry, jump squat. Can't forget that. Above the knee. Jump squat. Okay, jump squats. So you know all the variations. Just a squat, up to the toes, and then drop the heels, and then a jump squat. And you don't have to throw yourself down super hard. You know, in anything you do, walking and jumping, you gotta learn to, running, try to set yourself down lightly. You ever hear those people that just walk so loud, or run really loud? Oh my gosh. My husband says I walk really loud. And it's true. We have wood floors. And when he walks by our glass cabinet, ooh, it's time, he hardly makes a sound. But when I walk by our glass cabinet, I make it rattle. Ooh, look at this. I make it rattle like crazy. All of a sudden I don't know what I'm doing. So there is something to be said for having softer footfalls. So think about that as you walk. Are you making everything shake? Are you able to walk softly? So, okay, flip over. Almost done. Only have 2 minutes left. Okay, last one. We're gonna do our plank. You ready? Holding it in place. Almost there. And time. All right, so let's get a drink of water real quick. And let's do a really quick little ab workout, okay? It's only gonna be like 5 minutes long, okay? And no equipment necessary for this one, okay? So I'm just gonna put my little timer right here. And we're going to just be on our back because we're already on the floor. So let's just keep it right there, okay? And we're going to just keep our head up if you can, look up at the ceiling, and we're just gonna crisscross legs for 30 seconds. Almost there. Okay, we're gonna go right into bicycle. Okay, we're gonna go right with knee taps. Okay, we're gonna go right into hip, just a little side crunch. Now we're going to flip over and we're going to do the other side. No crunch. We're going to get into a plank, and we're going to just walk in and walk out. Roll over, and we're gonna go reach for the toes. almost there. And I gotta spin around real quick. And we're gonna do scissor legs. Ready? Scissor legs. Put your head up if you can, otherwise lay it down. Okay, we're going to do a hip up and then a crunch. Hip up and 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 a crunch. Hip up, crunch. Hip up and a crunch. And then we're going to do a sit up. All right, perfect. All right, so just a quick 5-minute workout. And so let's get a quick drink of water and then we're gonna cool down. All right, cooling down. Let's go ahead, just take ourselves to the side. So you can see with minimal or no equipment, you can do a pretty darn good workout. That resistant band, even, you know, you can just get those little packs of these little inexpensive resistance bands, and they can do a really good workout for you. You don't have to get the big thick ones that you can hardly move at all to give you a good workout. You just need that little bit of resistance in order to give you a good workout. I like the resistance. It's gentle on you. It makes you think about what you're doing. And if you really think about it, you know, and work with the band, or should I say against the band, you know, you have resistance going in and going out of each move. Okay, let's cross one leg over. And so just like in the water, especially if you have, you know, joint issues, you can really use that resistance to your advantage. Cross the other leg over, reach out. So it's good to give it a try. So don't think that you have to get those big thick bands that you can hardly move in, that are just going to grind into your joints a little too much, and you're not ready for that. Okay, so if crossing your legs is too much for you, just leave them out straight, okay? Just leave them out straight. Try to have good posture though. Reach from side to side. I'm going to get more in the middle. I'm kind of cockeyed, aren't I? Just reach side to side. Okay, let's interlace our fingers and bring them out, and then round the back and drop the chin, but don't grind it into your chest. Take some nice deep breaths, get that back. And let's bring it up. Good. Okay, so if you can't get those biceps by your ears, just bring them out in front, okay? Do the best you can. Okay, let's reach up and over. Okay, so I'm going to interlace my fingers into the back. So if you can't, then you're just going to place your fingertips onto the floor, and we're going to lift our chin and chest. Breathe into the chest. Don't tip that head way back. Don't go flunk. Okay, just we remember that rule of thumb. Thumb in the clavicle,
point your finger under your chin, and you just look up towards the ceiling, okay? That's as far back as you want to get that pointer finger. Good. Okay, now we're going to inhale, exhale, and you're going to lean forward, okay? Now, take those fingers out front, around the back again. Just let the head hang. Good job. Now, let's just bring ourselves to a nice, strong posture. Okay, let's bring one arm over. Remember, bring the arm over. Bring the other arm underneath, and you're just going to grab onto that meaty part of your arm where your bicep and tricep are. And squish it into your arm. And don't tilt that shoulder up. You need that shoulder down. Let's rotate the arm. Open, close the hand gently. Okay, rotate it the other way. Good job. Let's release. Let's take it to the other side. Arm, meaty part of arm. Squish in, shoulders down. Rotate. Open, close, because you were gripping onto that band. Rotate the other way. Good job. Okay, get those legs out one last time. Okay, we're going to flex and unflex those toes, those ankles, back and forth. Excellent. Okay, let's take a deep breath in and then exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in and exhale. And this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43. Thank you for working out with me today, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.